Hi YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is another plan with me for the week of March the 4th through the 10th, 2024. So the sticker books that I'm using, before I jump right into the video, the sticker books that I'm using is Spoonful of Faith, which I haven't used in such a long time. This sticker book is rather old. I haven't bought Happy Planner stickers in such a long time, but I am pretty sure that a new version has came out. So this is the old one. But I really enjoyed it. I would say I've never really used it that much before, because I always felt like, oh, I'm going to save these stickers for this time, or I'm going to save it for this time. And as we talked about before on my channel, like, hoarding stickers and washi tape is not the best thing to do. So this is the new setup, and I am struggling. You all will see I am definitely struggling with this weekly forecast section. This is a love of mine. I like this section. This is a section that I tend to look at even without looking at any other pages that I have in here, because it's one of those things that just keeps me on track. So if I'm looking at the weekly forecast and the weekly task, that is something that I can live by. And I guess because at the core, I am a list person. And so even if I don't section things out for the whole day, or the whole week, spread things out, as long as I have that master to-do list, so to speak, of what I'm expecting of myself for the week, then I feel as if I'm in good enough guidance. And now that I'm looking at this, I do apologize for the filming of this. I'm pretty sure if you have watched me for any amount of time, then you know that I don't edit, and I'm not good at editing. It is not where I shine at. It's not what I'm good at all. So typically I'll try to film in the day where it's light and I don't get that shadowy effect. But I just wanted to get this up and show you all how I'm feeling going into this new month. I'll start off by saying that I feel like the months are moving rather fast. I feel like, we're already in March. For me, it seems like we were just having New Year's. So to get here now, I am starting to feel a lot of pressure. And I say a lot of pressure from a lot of ends, because at the beginning of the year, we had to set goals for my job, hence where the whole self-care thing comes in that I'm working toward. And with the job goals, it's something that's also going to be done quarterly. So as I meet with my supervisor for supervision, I fully expect her to ask me about it and what progress I've made on it. And I know I am good for being a procrastinator in some aspects. I procrastinate for a lot of reasons. And on top of that, I'm also a late person. So I'm not sure if the procrastination kind of goes into me being a late person or vice versa. But sometimes I can get up and I be up on time and I get all the things done that I need. But in my head, I'm like, oh, okay, I don't have to leave for work until this time. So I won't really start fully doing all of this to get ready until this time. And then no doubt something comes in. I get tied into listening to a podcast, or I get wrapped up in doing something. And then next thing you know, I'm running and pushing through time because I've let it pass me. So I don't know, it's like I know what I need to do in terms of planning and where I'm at. I just don't feel like I'm meeting my goals, and I'm feeling that pressure. I don't want to hear my supervisor asked me about it and I don't have it done, and I'm crunching to get all of this stuff done at the end of the year because I've obligated myself to this, and not even obligated, it's required from the job to have goals. So I don't know. It's just, it's not a good feeling to feel like you're not being productive. And in order for that to change, I have to change. So I think it was very taxing and stressful for me because of the change and the anticipation of failing while in the process of trying to change. And I had to remind myself, which is, this goes without saying, and sometimes when I go through things, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like giving myself a pep talk, like, girl, like, look what you do for a living, like, you should know better. And I need to kind of give myself some gentleness that I give others that I work with, or know, like giving myself that same gentleness. So I am struggling with that. I think that's why this change is big. It wasn't like I changed and decided to do this with, this planner now because, I just wanted to try something new. Like, I wish that was the case. I was overwhelmed and feeling more like a failure within my planning because, for one, I wasn't meeting the goals, the weekly tasks, the monthly goals, and I also wasn't even being so consistent with filling out things daily. Like, I felt like I went to, I can't wait to look at my planner. Like, I decorated this way. It's such a joy looking at it, to, I don't even want to open it. But then after procrastinating with filling it out and me not filling it out, looking at it not filled out, it was just like a vicious cycle of feeling like a failure in terms of where I'm trying to go. So along with that, change, I feel like discipline is one of those important factors that goes with change, discipline, but also gentleness. So this is just a little scary month for me because I'm a tracker. I'm a tracker for a lot of reasons, and tracking things and being able to know where I'm at with it is very important. But with change, gentleness needs to come along with time and allowance and forgiveness to a certain extent. So this is going to be a journey that I have tried to cross quite a few times and have ignored it or been able to look beyond it for whatever reason, but now it's in my face. So while I'm not starting the 7-day physical self-care challenge because I feel like I'm already going through enough with the change of just this layout and getting acclimated to that. And I know it sounds like, it's just a planner, but I really use it to keep me together, as oddly as it sounds, even though I haven't been together. But I kind of use it or depend on it for that. So, yeah, I am going to focus this week on a specific room and decluttering the room and like truly focusing all of my attention on the room as a whole and that task and seeing it all the way through instead of bouncing from room to room, especially whenever I feel uncomfortable or like I'm overwhelmed by the amount of things that's in the room. So this is going to be me really working a lot of muscles and a lot of pieces to me that I refuse to look at. So I urge you all to do the same thing. If you feel as if the planner is not working for you or you're not feeling as productive as you need to, think about what is it you need to change. And even if it's not in the realm of planning and it has to do with you being a mom and managing your family, like thinking about what makes you happy, what goals you're reaching for, and what things are you spending time on that's not priority is important. So I definitely urge you to, again, here goes that word, evaluate, what's going on in your life. Is something that's working? If it isn't, what would you like to see change, and what can you do better at the same time? So this is just a journey nonetheless, but change is inevitable, and the more we get comfortable with it, the easier it'll be. And I think I've just pushed it away until now I'm faced with it and I can't run from it. So I am going to do a weekly review after each week, just so you guys can kind of see where I am this month. And maybe, I do have some things that definitely needs to get completed, but maybe just the fact of me being consistent with this month is going to be more of an accomplishment than actually getting the things completed on the list. So maybe that's something I'll try my best to focus on, and just being consistent with looking at the planner and going through the motions of that to create that discipline. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down below if you all struggle in any way with change, and if it's things in your life that you feel you need to change now, whether it's your planner, relationships with people, the way you approach a situation. Maybe you need to change and be more assertive and less passive. Whatever it is, let me know how you feel you deal with change and how you approach it, to even know you need to make that transition to prepare for change. I hope you all have an awesome week. I hope you all are productive in your planners and you're doing well. Bye-bye.